When I was spending money on your husband, it was never an issue, was it, mum? It wasn't an issue, right? It wasn't a problem when I was spending money on your husband. When I was sending your husband £500 to fix his car every single minute, it wasn't an issue. But when I do it to other people, it's an issue. It's like you hate me for it. You want to talk about, oh, I come to Jamaica and I don't visit my brothers and I don't do this and I don't do that. Why are you so concerned about what I'm doing? Why are you so concerned about me not going to see my siblings? Why does that bother you so much? You want me to sit in Portmore every single day, itch up behind them. You want me to sit in Portmore and give everything to those boys. You want me to, it's like you just want me to be their full-time carer. No. I am going through mental health myself. I am not 100% stable in my head. I am going through my traumas. Every single day I might kick in, I might laugh with you lot, but you lot don't know what I go through when I put my phone down. You lot don't know the pain I go through mentally. You lot don't know that I go through off the internet, but you lot only see what I want you lot to see. I told you lot already, I was depressed. I was going through suicidal. I was so vulnerable in the United Kingdom, and I was crying and I was drinking a barefoot every single day. I would go through 2 bottles of barefoot. If I was lucky, 3. And I would drink it back to back like it was water. And I was crying my eyes out. And you know, I almost myself. I picked up myself one day and I walked to my auntie's house. Auntie Fabulous, Auntie Patricia. I walked to her house and I sat down and I broke down with her, and that woman just gave me a hug, because my mum couldn't give me a hug. When I was going through what I was going through, I couldn't sit down and talk to her. She's on the phone to her man 24/7. I sit down and I hear you say to the world on YouTube multiple times in YouTube video, Renee wants my life, Renee wants my relationship. How the could I be so bad-minded towards my mum? How could I want my mum's relationship? How could I want my mum's life? How? You said it numerous times, I'm jealous of your marriage. You said it numerous times, I want your relationship with your husband. Numerous times you've said this. How could I ever hate you? How could I ever grudge you for your relationship, Mum? I just want you to step up. My money is not your money. My money, whatever I want to do with my money, let me do with my money. Let me do and if I'm not doing right, only God can judge me. But the problem with you Jamaican parents, you think because one of your child is making the money, your child has to take care of everyone. No. Since I was 17 years old, I'm putting responsibility on top of my head top. That's not my responsibility. If I get my nails done, I get everybody's nails done. You understand what I'm saying? And you're going to sit there and you're going to say all this stuff about me? Like I said, if I'm not spending on her, it's an issue. If I'm not spending on her man, it's an issue. I told you already, it's easy to hate me, you know. It's very easy to hate me, but I couldn't give a I have put everybody before myself. You understand? And I always put other people before myself and don't put myself first. You understand what I'm saying? You are a mother. You are not my friend. You are not one of these girls on TikTok that cusses me out every day. You're not one of these girls on TikTok that wants fame from me. And every single day you come on the internet and you do a YouTube video, you have to mention me. That's what you do. You've turned out to be one of them, Mom, and you just don't even see it. When was the last time you gave me a hug? When was the last time you said, Renee, I'm so thankful for you. Renee, I appreciate you. You don't even show me love, but you show your kids love. I lived in a house with my 2 siblings, with Sanisha, Morisha, and Zanaya, and you and Winter, and I'm the only one that feels left out. I'm the only one that feels that I'm not a part of nothing. I'm the only one that you don't show love to because I tell you the truth, and the truth hurts, and you don't like that. But Renee top up the electricity, Renee top up the gas, Renee does this, Renee does that, Renee does this. But the one time Renee does wrong, you want to crucify me over Chopper Wayne. The one time Renee does this, you want to hurt me, you want to do all these things. But this is why I take myself away from my family, because my family are my it's like my family just wants me to break down every single day and myself. My mum don't listen. Let me tell you something. My mum loves her sons and those two kids and those two girls. My mum don't love me. Don't let my mum trick you lot. Let me tell you that from sure. My mum looked me in my face when she called me a prostitute. My mum looked me in my face and said she regrets having me. That's what my mum said to me. My mum looked me in my face and said she'll put her husband for her kids. And my heart broke. I swear on everything. I swear on every single thing. When I told her off for speaking bad about her child to her husband, my mum looked me in my face and told me she'll put her husband before her kids, because when she's on her sick bed, her husband's going to be the one to help her. And you know me? I'm a Libra. I take things to heart. So whatever you say to me, I'm never going to forget it. So when my mum said that to me, I looked at her in a different way. But it's my mum. I still got to have love for her. You understand what I'm saying? You're going to look at me and say to me, oh, you put a man before your kids. And you think I'm going to ever have that same love for you. You're toxic in my life. You've been toxic in my life. But because you're my mum, I feel like I've got to deal with this. I ain't got to deal with it. If you don't ever talk to me again, it's fine. It's okay. Everybody knows how I am. Everybody knows how I am. You're the reason why me and my cousin Pinky don't even talk like that no more. You're the reason why me and Pinky used to be like this in Jamaica. And you went and told Pinky. I sat down and spoke about her. And Pinky asked me, Renee, why is your mum saying these things? I said, Pinky, I don't know. I put my hands on the Holy Bible and I said to Pinky, I've never spoken bad about you. I've never done that. And let me tell you, I love Pinky to death, because you know why I love Pinky to death? Because Pinky was defending me, my absent. My own mother was speaking bad about me. Go on, Maureen. Maureen, why don't you tell people these things? Why don't you, if you can sit down and do a what? How long is this video? A 40 minutes and 51-second video about me. Why don't you tell every single person the truth? Why don't you tell people how you dogged me out to people in Jamaica? You was disrespecting me to Pinky, to certain people, and Pinky heard you talk about me. Pinky heard you. And Pinky turned around and said to you, leave Renee alone. Let Renee live her life. Let Renee live her life. Renee does everything. And you sent Pinky a voice note about herself. You cuss Pinky. You disrespect Pinky. Her sexuality. Everything. Maureen, don't let me put the video out. Because you know me, I'm a girl of receipts. But you're my mum. I don't ever want to do a story time about you. Don't let it get to that. You're the reason why I don't talk to my cousin Pinky. You're the reason why Pinky don't talk to me, because Pinky was defending me. You didn't like the fact that Pinky was standing up for me. You didn't like the fact that Pinky was saying, leave Renee alone. Let Renee live her life. Let Renee enjoy herself. Renee does everything for everyone. And you sent Pinky a voice note. Even when I heard the voice note, I was so disgusted. Go on. I leave you to God, you know. You have issues, Mum. Let me tell you why you have issues. You're hurting because you are so hurt because of the way your kids are. You're so hurt because your son is in a bad state. You are so hurt, and I know you blame yourself, because you should blame yourself. It's you. You cannot blame no one else for why your kids are the way they are, and you project that energy to everybody else. No, it's you. Blame yourself for how your son looks. Because when you had the chance to make him better before he completely lost himself, you was too busy with your husband. It's not my responsibility. I do what I can. You want to turn around and say, Renee don't do anything. How can you sit there and say Renee don't do anything for her siblings? I just stopped doing more. I was doing so much. I just fall back and stop doing more because I was draining myself completely. Everything was about your kids for me. I don't even have a kid. All I have is my dog. That's all I have. I don't feel sorry for you. I used to. I don't. I don't care who wants to hate me for this. I don't care who wants to dislike me for this. Because God, believe me, I don't give a anymore. I'm telling you, to my Jamaicans all around the world, to my young Jamaicans who are making their money, who is working, who is trying to survive as a young adult. I know how it feels to live with a Jamaican mum and feel like you got to do everything because you're the breadwinner. You let your husband disrespect me and you never stood up for me. When I came to you and I told you what your husband said about me that hurt my feelings, you turned around and said he's joking. You can't talk about my mum's husband, you know. If you talk about my mum's husband, she will defend that man. She'll ride for that man. You're just like everybody else that don't like me. But because you saw that I was making money, because you saw that YouTube was making me money, because you saw the caliber that I'm on, you're just like everyone else. But I ask God to cover my Auntie Patricia in the name of Jesus and protect her, because she's more than a mother to me than you is. I couldn't even come to you and sit down with you and tell you how I felt before I wanted to commit. I remember what you said to me when I told you I'm feeling sad. Go on my first TikTok that has 56k. I'm sitting in my room. Listen, I don't know what I was doing. I was drinking a bottle of barefoot, crying tears. It's still on my old TikTok. That was the day that I went to this woman for comfort. And you're gonna sit there and make it seem like how I'm feeling is wrong. I remember the next morning I picked up Winter and I went for a walk and I saw a train and I just wanted to jump in front of the train and Winter pull me back. But you'll be the same woman to come to my funeral. And you'll be the same woman to shed tears when I die. Don't shed those tears. Don't cry. Because when I was telling you how I felt, you wasn't accepting to it. And you want to come sit there like you're the most perfect mom. Do you know how many times I hear my little sister Sanisha tell me what she goes through in school? I always tell you as a mom, you don't make it easy for your kids to come to you, to vent to you. You don't make it easy for none of us to come to you, to sit down with you and have a mother and daughter time. My sister can sit down and tell me what she goes through. What she's dealing with in school. And I'm more of a listener, because as a young adult, you just want someone to listen to you. I know how it feels, bruh. I used to call up the school and tell the school that my sister can't come in today because I know how my sister's feeling. And I see all you do is cuss. All you do is cuss. Sometimes sit down and listen to your kids. Listen. I'm hurting. But I ain't never going to let my mom see me cry. Because she's a big part of my depression. She's a big part of my mental health. And she will never understand that. She will never get it in her head and understand that. If I say something to my mom, it's like I'm disrespecting her. My mom can't take it. My mom can't. If you come to her and you tell her something, I can sit here and I can take everybody's constructive criticism. I can sit here and tell people and people say Renee this and Renee that. But my mum cannot deal. You go to my mum. Anytime I go to my mum, Marisha goes to anyone goes to her, it's an issue. Don't drag those two girls in about. She said something in her video about, those two girls can sit here and talk. No, because they don't want it. They're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. Everything in life happens for a reason. I'm just so thankful I ain't got to deal with you no more. If it wasn't for Winter still being in your care, I swear to God I'll never ever speak to you ever again. I'm at a point in my life where I don't even care about having a mom. I'm at a point in my life I don't care about this relationship no more. I've tried to fix it. I've tried, but I cannot do it anymore, because guess what? I will end up just like my brother that has lost his mind. And I'm not going to let my mum make me end up in a rehab facility. I'm not going to let my mum make me end up in a mental home. I am not doing it. So if I've got to cut her out of my life for good, I'm doing what's best for me. And I don't give a who has a problem about it.